What's going on YouTube? This is Bangalore Productions, and in today's video, we're going to be going over my plate carrier setup. So, if you know me, you know that I'm not big into plate carriers. I'm not big into that kind of realm of LARPing or, preparedness. But I do have a plate carrier setup, and before I have explained their importance and how they can be utilized to our advantage in many different scenarios. But with all that aside, I just kind of wanted to make this video to go over what I use for my plate carrier setup if I'm not wearing the slick plate carrier with the chest rig and all I'm using is just the plate carrier for whatever reason. There's a couple reasons that I might be doing just the plate carrier, nothing else. So without further ado, let's get into the setup. So the main components of the plate carrier is the rain tactical gear, plate carrier, and then their elastic cummerbund. I chose their elastic cummerbund because it has the QDs and it also has MOLLE, so that way I'm able to put on pouches and stuff on the outside of the cummerbund, they like the built-in mag pouches or whatever, but I really don't use those. I just put them stuff on the outside. And then for the placard, I'm running the Spirited Systems Mark 6. It's their new one. And for the inserts, I have some Javelin Concepts, they're stiff, I guess, inserts. I just needed inserts for it, and that was an extra pair that I had. And so I just threw those in here, and they're actually really nice. It gives it a lot of rigidity to the placard itself, and it's easier to re-index your magazines. And then on the front, I just have two pangolin flaps to cover these two extra magazines so I don't lose them. On the side, I just have shock cord retention with tourniquet. And then on the left side, I have the TKO pouch with my bail thing. And like I said before, I don't always run a radio, so if I'm not gonna run it, pop it out, throw an extra tourniquet in there or whatever, and there we go. Then moving on to the left side, I just have a spud pouch with two extra rifle mags in it. Then onto the right side, I just have the small GP. And behind that, I just have a Spiritus radio wing, but inside of it, I just carry another extra magazine. Inside the GP, it's nothing crazy. I just have note-taking gear with my pencil, and then I have a little mesh-tastic device right here, so that way, if I'm on a mesh network or whatever I'm doing, I can use my phone for, whatever I'm doing. And then in the front, I don't have anything in here right now, but usually if I'm doing something, I'll just throw a lighter in there, something small. Got an extra Sharpie, whatever. But yeah, that's, I said before, and comments and stuff in my plate carrier, there's not really anything special about it, nothing crazy. I'm not active duty anymore, not doing all that kind of stuff, so I don't really need to have all kinds of crazy stuff on it. I just need to have the bare minimum, so combat load and armor to protect me, really. And then I don't really run a belt at all, because if I'm doing rifle stuff, I usually don't carry my pistol. I know a lot of guys like to carry their pistol when they're doing stuff, just, they look cooler or whatever. I just choose not to. My pistol is for EDC, my concealed weapon. So if I'm doing pistol stuff, it's just gonna be plainclothes from from concealed, and that's what my pistol's for. And then my rifle is my more overt, type deal. Then for medical, I just have a fanny pack. It's the Ace Tac one. I got it because you can put rifle magazines in the back. It has two little inserts so you can carry two rifle mags if you wanted to. If you just wanted to use this by itself, to, go out on the range and just have fun. And then on the inside, I just carry my IFAK ready to go. That's all I carry in here. Unless I'm using this as just my range kit, if I'm just, going out to shoot a little bit. Throw the two mags in the back, and then I can take out the IFAK and put all my range stuff in here. And then obviously I just got some chem lights on the little carabiner on the side. They have a bunch of uses outside of real tactical stuff. You can use them for, mainly if I'm wearing any of this stuff, it's because I'm shooting at night in the first place, because if I'm shooting during the day, I'm mostly just shooting my pistol. But I mainly do my rifle stuff at night because I have night vision and those capabilities. And these come in handy for that kind of stuff, so. But yeah, that's my setup. I've had a couple people ask me about it, And I kind of just want to take the time to do a little rundown of it and show you what, I use on my plate carrier. The why behind a lot of this stuff is that I don't want to wear a belt, and I want to have all the stuff that I need relatively accessible on my plate bags, ready to go. So if I need it for whatever reason, I can just grab it, throw it on, and get moving. And then the plates inside are the Hesco L210s. I've had them before and I sold them, so I bought another pair last year. I like them, they're good plates. I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're not good. I mean, if you want to wear 10-pound plates, I mean, that's you. But I prefer the lightness of them. They're 5.5 pounds per plate, so it's roughly like 11 pounds. And then fully loaded with mags and all my stuff, my plate carrier is probably sitting at like 16 or 17 pounds. So I mean, that's not bad at all. That's really light. And that's why I chose those plates. Number one, because they're cheap, like the cheapest plates that can stop rifle rounds that you can get that aren't super heavy. Because I've had the RMA, but those were 8.5 or 8.8 pounds per plate, and those were really heavy. That was just the plates alone were the total weight of my plate carrier now. So yeah, that was not fun. So I prefer to be light. I mean, like I've said before, most of the stuff I'm doing is just training on the range. Walking with my buddies, I'm not expecting to, at the range all of a sudden get invaded by a country or whatever. But if that ever were to happen, I know that this can take at least one 7.62. So, I might break a rib, but I'll live to see another day. And that's why I have a plate carrier at the end of the day. Will this be my first thing that I go to in the event of something happening? Maybe. It really just depends on how I assess the situation and what I decide that I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna hold in place, I probably will throw this on and do what I need to do. But if I'm leaving, going anywhere, I'm just taking my chest rig and my pack and I'm getting my family and we're getting in the car and we're going, right? So it really all just depends. It really depends on what your fantasy scenario is. If you're gonna be raiding trenches and, dodging drones, I guess you really will need this kind of stuff for, whatever it is you think you're gonna be doing. But yeah, I mean, it's just fun to wear, go out to the range and train in a plate carrier and look cool. It's fun, so that's why I have it. But anyway, guys, that is the Bangalore Productions plate carrier setup. Actually not an expensive plate carrier setup at all by any means. The Rain Tactical Gear plate carrier, I think it's like 160 bucks for front, back plate bags, and then the cummerbund was like 50 bucks. So, I mean, you're looking at just over $200 for a fully capable laser cut, placard ready plate carrier, right? And it's got the QD stuff all over it. So, I mean, yeah, like Rain Tactical Gear is a good company, they make good stuff. So, I mean, I've never had a problem with them. I actually, when I was in, I bought a Rain Tactical Gear plate carrier that I tried to use a couple different times, but I always ended up having to use my issued plate carrier. But there was a couple times where I got to use it and it worked really well and I liked it. So that's why I went and bought this one in Ranger Green. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching the video and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bangalore Productions, signing off.